Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Gardener. So in today's video I'm going to talk a little bit about the neon breaker, Echeveria neon breaker. A lot of you guys had some concerns about it, especially with the lower leaves turning dry. Now what I would say is this succulent is definitely a little bit on the trickier side to take care. That's why I advise a lot of beginners not to get into it, because there are a couple of problems related with this succulent. One is because the leaves of this succulent are very thin, which means that they cannot store much water in their leaves. So you cannot basically underwater this succulent excessively. At the same time, you cannot water it too much. I can only give you certain pointers, but at the end of the day, it is your call how you're going to take care of it. You're going to be in a better place to judge whether it needs water or it doesn't need water. Like for example, I tend to water this guy probably every 4 or 5 days during summers. Now if I'm going to advise the same thing to you, probably your succulent might get rotted, because there are several factors behind that. Because my environment and your environment is going to be completely different. The type of soil that I'm using, the type of container that I'm using, where I have placed the succulent, and what is the amount of humidity and the overall environment of my place is completely going to differ from your place. So this is something that you will have to look into it. But all what I can say is do not keep this succulent underwatered excessively. Do a balanced watering. Whenever you see that the soil is completely bone dry, water it after a day or so. Don't wait for like 2 or 3 weeks. Just go ahead and water it, because they have very thin leaves. They will show up wrinkles very soon. If they show up wrinkles on the leaves, go ahead and do a complete watering until the water starts passing through the drain hole. Another issue what I have seen with Echeveria neon breaker is that they do not do quite well in indirect bright light. A lot of people like very beautiful colors on this, but if you're going to keep it in indirect bright light, what I have seen is the leaves tend to get longer, the frills tend to miss. They become a little bit more like a normal leaf. They don't have a lot of frills. The frills and the color only tends to appear when you tend to give morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. Again, you have to do that after you have acclimated it. Now, of course, if you're going to keep your succulent out in direct sunlight, the soil is going to dry faster, so you'll have to keep a watch on that too. But overall, yes, this succulent does not like to be underwatered or kept underwatered for a very long time. I had a little bit of issues because while the painting was going on, I kind of ignored it, but now I'm slowly starting to put it out in morning direct sunlight. So you can see the lower leaves, the frills are kind of missing, but the frills are starting to show up because I'm now introducing it to morning direct sunlight. It's now almost done. The acclimation period is almost done. So now it's in morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours, and the colors are not being picked up on the camera, but it's actually very, very vibrant. The frills are showing up on all of the leaves apart from the lower leaves, because that's when the succulent was not getting a lot of light. And apart from that, as I said, this succulent is a pest magnet. It tends to attract mealybugs. You can now also see that there are some ants that are visiting the pot. So I will be adding some dry cinnamon powder on the soil and probably sprinkle a little bit on the leaves as well. These white spots are the paint marks, so that I'm just going to leave them as it is. I can't do much about it. But yes, there are some ants visiting because this is a pest magnet. Apart from that, it is also very prone to powdery mildew, so you have to be extremely careful. Do a regular check once in 2 weeks or once in 3 weeks. But all what I can say is give a balanced watering and give it a good amount of morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours after acclimating, and the plant is going to do quite well. I'm using a plastic container because a lot of times I tend to forget to water a lot of my succulents. So keeping them in a plastic container tends to retain a little bit of moisture. So even if I have forgotten to water it, I still have that bonus time to water them back again. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep propagating.